This is Larry Casso. I want to welcome you once again to my studio. And this is a painting that on Thursday night, February 24th, 2005, Thursday night class. And this is a painting that we're literally going to call hot off the press. Because this is a photograph that I took this afternoon. Now, I've done this kind of hastily, as I seem to always do, but it works out. And I probably would have had a little clearer picture if I would have printed on photographic paper. But I'll show you a little something that I learned tonight. That is, I looked on my computer, and at the reduced size, I'm not going to enlarge it. I'll show you the difference in the two sizes. At the reduced size, I felt like the composition was a lot more simplified. You can see what I'm talking about on that, Sarah? It's like, this is like it's diffused. The bigger you get, it got a little fuzzy. But on here, I've got this clear light area. Then I have this middle tone area here going out somewhat to the edges and then getting darker. And then I have this really dark movement that comes around this way. And I just see it a lot more clearly like I saw it originally. Now, I used a palette knife today when I was doing some other demonstrations and really had a good time doing it. But I really, I'm to a point now that I enjoy doing the painting mixed while I paint it. And I just find it's a lot more spontaneous. I enjoy it more. And I don't know, I just like the way it works out. So what we're going to do is mix the paint as we go along. Now, I'll move this just a second, and this will be for the benefit of some of you that probably not getting all of this. Let's see, how's that?
That's a little more this.
Okay.
No, otherwise. That's good.
Okay, good. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to look at this painting, and I'll take that back. I might use a palette knife for this reason. I need to do 3 layers. Now, when I start something like this is what I see. I'm looking, and I can see the lighter area here blending up. I go into the more reddish looking color here, and then the darker mauve looking color here. So it's like I've got a spotlight getting lighter and lighter and gradually getting darker. Then I have one darker area that comes around this area here and kind of connects all of this together. And that's what I'm going to concentrate on. Now, I changed courses a little bit for this because this first part I'm going to have to actually paint rather spontaneously and make sure that I get all of it in there the way I want it in there. Now, I'm starting with a color here. I'm not real crazy about it, but it's okay because I'm going to start with this. But if I don't use it here, I'll use it, so it's kind of getting in the raw sienna range there. So let's forget that and go back to just using the white and the cadmium yellow. Now again, probably that's a little strong. Now what I like about this, too much cadmium. Now one lesson you learn when you're doing this stuff is that you don't mix your colors. Like, for instance, this needs to be lighter. If I started adding white to this, I could mix all night and might not add enough white, but I'll tell you what I wound up with. I wound up with a board that, with a pile of that much paint trying to get that sky. So what you do is you discipline yourself, which I don't always do, even after 47 years. Give me a paint ring. You discipline yourself to instead of adding white to what you're doing, add white, add your color to the white. And it's very simple and it works. And that's what I forgot when I mixed that first batch. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to take a little bit. Is this on the TV?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit of this just to kind of tone it down a little bit. Let's see what this is. And what I'm really trying to mix is a little bit, something like a Naples yellow. And I probably, now that's probably pretty close, but I like the yellow just a little bit more. So I'll put a little bit more yellow in it. Okay, now that's going to give me my basic color, which is what I want. That'll be the color that I've got in here. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do, I really could use some of this color, but instead of using this, what I mixed with originally, which is the yellow and the burnt sienna, I'm going to go ahead and utilize this now. And you make this decision about whether you start off with the color or add it, and let's just try and see what a little bit of this cadmium red light will do. Now what I'm afraid, let me see, I'll have to check it, is I may need, you see it's giving me an orange. So we're going to have to scratch that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the alizarin crimson. Okay, I'm going to take quite a bit of white. All right, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the burnt sienna to this to tone it down a little bit, and a little bit of the yellow. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to wind up with, but we'll see in just a second. Can you still see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, now see, my picture is reality to me right now. I mean, in other words, that's what's real, that's my God. My painting is soon going to be reality as I start planning it and painting it. And if the painting is different from the reality I'm using to do it, the painting replaces it. It's just that simple. You're the artist. Have the courage and don't be afraid to do it. Again, we've talked about this a lot, huh, Sarah?
Yeah.
In the last few months, and it's
the
really paying off in terms of the student body. Now you see, you can't tell. This looks like it wouldn't be close at all, but when I put it on there, it sure does look a lot closer. Now, I'm going to go with this because I know I plan to expand this out into here and then mix this, in other words, I'll take the lightest yellow and I'll paint this part, but I'll probably expand it all the way out here and then come back with that reddish color and let it start fading into this, and it probably will come through and give me exactly what I want. And if it doesn't, so what? I'll work at it till I get something that I like. Okay, so we have our light, we have our middle tone. Now the last thing I want to do is I want to get my ultramarine blue, and I want to get my alizarin crimson again. And I forgot to mention that in addition to this color copy, I made a small one, and I know it's very hard to see on the screen. Did I mention this? But what I'll mention it again, it doesn't matter. What actually happens is I find that the composition is much more simplified and it's much tighter on this small one. And so this in reality creates a situation that tells me more about what I want to do on this picture than this does. This gives me the detail, but this one blocks it out, which I really like a little bit better. Okay, now I know I'm going to need to get a little bit more white. I'm going to get a little bit more alizarin crimson. If Robert decided to come now, we ought to charge him double. So we're going to do that. Let's get a little bit more of the alizarin crimson. Okay. Now, I know I need a lot more of this in here. And let's just take a little dab of white. I know I need quite a bit. Oh, I like that. You see, I could start with this. This looks like the color I'd probably want a little bit later, but it's going to work real good. All right. Now, get a little bit more, I want more blue and white in it. Now see, this one I'm marginal. Depending on how I mix it, this will probably be fine. Okay, then that, I've got a little more red in it. Let's do a little bit. The browns and the other colors seem to really blend out that red. So I'm gonna just, might be a little dark, but I'm satisfied. All right. Is that still on the screen? Okay.
It's getting close to the end.
Yeah, that's
It's
okay.
better. It's
Good. But
better.
see, I looked at one of my videos the other night, and I happened to do this where you could see the color mix, and I think that will help people a lot to see that. Okay, now we're going to move this over here, and one lesson I've learned through experience is to mark my paper so that when I put my canvas, it'll be pretty straight. How's that look?
That's perfect.
Okay, now, first thing I'm going to do, now I'm doing this directly on white. I'm not doing it on an underpainting.
And you haven't touched that turpentine, have you?
No, I may get a little bit of it now, see? But that's correct. Now, when I paint direct like this, a lot of times I don't.
Is that just to make the oils flow better?
Not really. Well, that's, yeah, and it depends on what I'm doing. See, I'm to the actual painting now, so I'm not interested in diluting anything. Okay, we're going to take this all the way out to the edge here. See, and it's got a nice flow to it. I don't need it. You know, in other words, you're not doing watercolor. A lot of people make a mistake, like they'll ask me, well, can I use the white of the canvas? Well, you can if you want to, but that's not what it's really designed to do. Now, I'm going to come up here, okay, and I'm going to come right around this edge, but I'm going to show you something that's going to probably surprise you a little bit.
Is that an all brush that you have?
This is a bristle. Yeah, now
Bristle.
Sarah, when you get into the other oils, now you see, you want to start using bristles because and that's where I kind of explained to you a little bit about the different brushes, and you know, I cover that with you at the time that you need it. Now see, this comes in, but it's a real gradual, pretty type of a blending. And so I'll show you something here that might surprise you a little bit. Surprise me if it works, but see, I'm gonna get a little thinner because I know this is just to basically add a coat of paint to it. And then I want to come back and put my dots through it. So I'll add more turpentine to this.
Now, how is this different from painting on pastel board?
It just doesn't soak in.
Okay. But this would take longer to dry.
This part will, yes. Now, get ready for the big one, Elizabeth. Now this is just a regular 3-inch house painting brush, or 2.5-inch, whatever it is. Okay, now what I'm going to do here,
And that's a bristle brush or for oil on that?
this is a
Doesn't
house
matter.
painting brush. Like it was got some kind of nylon synthetic brush.
And you have all the time you want to do that, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, that is wonderful.
We got that.
I'm
I am too. Sounds like a
It
mutual
even
aid.
softened the
How's that?
actual paint. I said it softened the actual paint itself.
That's right. It's just exactly what it's doing. Now see, I can really have fun if I want to now. Come up here, start doing this.
That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Don't sweat the small stuff. Now see, I don't want to go down below a certain point, but I want a nice gradation here. So I'll kind of blend it both ways. I'll wipe off my brush.
And then you just clean that brush in the turpentine?
Same thing. It's like if you were painting with oil paint your house.
Oh,
Well, look at there.
amazing. That is
Whoo,
beautiful.
doggy.
Beautiful.
I never did this
It's gonna
before.
be up all night tonight.
Man, I tell you what.
That is beautiful. You made it look so easy.
Well, Joe,
Too
sure hate
bad.
you not here,
Too
man.
bad.
We just couldn't wait. But we'll give you a copy of the tape.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can get you a big brush.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get you one of them Home Depot brushes. That is just,
That's spectacular.
so I'm gonna have a little bit of it down here. So I'll just gray it, this is just gonna gray it down a little bit.
Robert, you were talking about painting the sunset. No, this would be the way to do it.
You know, like I said, that one that's actually, it comes on all the computers. And there's sample pictures. It's a really beautiful sunset.
Well, we get them out of here, Robert. I think you've been around where you've seen us run out like a bunch of crazy people and start popping pictures, man.
The sun goes down right.
But I mean, it just that's due west, man. Now I'm gonna try something here to see. Now I'll probably overdoing it here, but it's all right. Now I'm gonna try this in reverse. See, I felt like I need some of that color down. That's perfect.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Now I'm gonna drop down to maybe my like a half, a 3/4 inch, 5/8, whatever. This is a sable brush.
Now, what is the difference? It's softer than a pencil?
This is real sable. It's a regular hairbrush, an animal hairbrush. I don't use them too much anymore. I mostly use synthetics.
They're very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's hard to get good ones. That's why I went using them and use synthetics. Okay, now this is going to surprise you. I did that. Now I'm going to take this, come back, and I'm going to do the same thing.
Following the same stroke pattern that you did with the smaller brush.
Going back and forth. Now, if I decide that's blended a little too quickly, and I want to smooth it out a little bit more, I'll come back to this. And
I just think that's spectacular.
I think this will work very well at this point. And you just have to kind of experiment. You remember when I was starting to work on this stuff last year? See, I'm gonna blend it a little bit more with this. See how that's blending it better, and then I just save that other one and do the edges. And if I want some of this to be,
Totally different looking at here, like a screen.
Oh, yeah.
how's it looking?
It
Looks good.
wonderful.
No, I don't know why. I can't get that monitor to really. give me any decent, you know, it doesn't look like a real sharp picture. I don't know if I'm not setting it right or.
Well, your real colors are much softer than they're on the monitor.
Yeah, they're
What?
a lot darker and brighter.
More garish.
Yeah, up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you see the problem, let me lift this up for a minute. See, you get that?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I've still got to figure out a way to come back. See, a lot of this, I guess I ought to tell them. I say, are they going to figure it out anyhow? But I'm just faking my way through
Oh.
this stuff, man. I've never done this. I don't know what in the world I'm doing here.
Well, it seems to be working out.
See, boy, you can play with this sucker now. Just get it.
That's what the fun part is, having it stay wet long enough to do that.
And I see that's a little thicker. So I'll just come back with this brush now.
Drag it on out.
Exactly. And yet, I'll drag it out a little bit, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna clean this sucker. And I just like the effect you get with this a lot better. And I'm not gonna just.
Is it because there are more bristles on there, you think, that does that?
Man, I just started doing this, Robert, tonight. No, I did it on that painting over there. That's how I did that whole sky. I did that whole sky in one setting. I think it's just, I don't know. I really, it's just, I did it that one time, and I never have come back to it. So, and see, what I love is to be able to take the tip of it and do this here, because see, if you get it at the right time. Now look at how it's. Now see, I was getting those little bristles. Now I've got it mixed up enough to look how I'm losing that. See, I don't like those little in between areas. So I think I'm gonna leave that. Okay, now this is a little bit of a unique situation, and I'm going to see what this does. But let's come across the bottom next, and I want to have some of this stuff a little bit closer to the tree line. A little kind of coming up like this.
Now on the clouds, do you ever use, I was going to say, do you ever use like a circular, like a swirling motion?
I'll use anything, man.
Whatever
I don't even
works.
think about it. Robert, I really don't. I just, you know, it's just, this is all new to me, and I'll just, like this you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I mean, I probably would have done it without you saying it, but now see, the times that I've learned today, I need to go to this smaller brush. And see, it's going to be a little easier to do in here where I've got more color, so it gives me a little bit more ability to. Well, this is what I need to do, and then I notice around the edges, it's got a little bit more of this. See. Now, when I start having a little trouble with it not blending correctly, I'm gonna go back to this. Well, I tell you, there's some stuff that we used last week. It's put out by Houston Art, and I've used the Houston Art materials before. They were very good quality materials. But this was a board that they used to have a board you use in oils that was pretty slick, you know. Now I didn't completely like it, but it was okay. But I had some of my students like Kaylee that does a lot of colored oils, and she used it and did some really beautiful things with it. And I mean, it just grabbed the paper, it grabbed the pigment and soaked it. And now here's what I ran into today when I was doing that other demonstration. Okay. And I may be just overdoing this one, but now notice I'm not, like, I was able to soften those edges. It's too pity-patty here. So I'm gonna,
What does that mean, Petty Patty?
well, it looks like I'm doing it all with a flat
Oh,
brush, you
okay.
see, whereas the other one I was able to lose all that. And I can't really say that I know what's creating it because I'm not getting the nice flow with my brush, my colors and all that I'd like to. So I'm gonna, instead of with that big brush, I'm gonna come back to a little smaller one like this. Maybe even go back to this.
Now, did you dry the turpentine off completely off of there, or did you leave?
Probably have a little bit on it. I really am not worried about the turpentine as much as I don't have the colors that I don't want on there. Okay, now see, oh no, okay, let's just try to come back and do this now. So I hate to lose it pretty yellow.
Yeah, 'cause it really does look like the sun shining through.
It does? Y'all help me now, because I tell you what, man, I'm really going, if Joe was here, he might be right about I'll never pull this one off.
Oh.
Michelle, you mighty quiet in there.
I'm watching.
Well, you can be watching, you're not in any mischief, huh? Okay, now, I'm really a little disappointed in this part of it. To be quite honest with you, I'm not, I can't just give you an answer, but it's okay. I'm just going to play with it here in an area. Somewhere in here, there's the right size or the right brush or whatever, and you just keep trying till you do it. Now I'm going to try that little certain. I see. There we go.
You got it, that's right.
There you go. See how that puts it all together there, and then just lightly fit. There you go. That's why I like the kids say, man, you can't be a scad, you know. You just got to do it.
But look, on the monitor, it has a great depth to it.
How's that?
Oh, it sure does.
On the monitor, it has a great depth.
Oh, thank you so much, because that's what we look. That's what I need to remember to look at more. All right, now see, I'm getting rid of all the stuff I don't like. Now I'm gonna come up here. I had this on here pretty thickly. I think I can. Now
No, I thought it looked good because it actually gave more like a cloud definition in there.
up here.
Right. You know, how, like you get thunder clouds, how
Mhm.
it goes dark and then light and then dark and
Yeah.
light
Well,
again.
maybe I just need to leave. Maybe that's creating a good texture. Oh yeah, man. Geez. That's awesome.
I'm sure.
Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a little bit of black and put it in here, which is going to kind of tone it down a little bit, but I want to get this little bit darker color in the middle now that I'm getting quite a bit of this established out here. And see, what I like is you can do things like this. Now this I'm mixing with that really dark color. It kind of comes around like this. Now this is what surprised me when I was doing some of the stuff up there on that oil painting. I've got this, I like this movement coming down here. This is what I really want to pick up.
That's going to give it another layer, basically.
Exactly. Except I'm going to blend it somewhat. Now I remember when I did that big one, I was really able to come in here and just actually go over it like, I'm trying to recall what I did. Just go over it like this.
That softens the edges up, blends it in.
It's softening the edges. It's not getting quite the flow that I wanted to have. So a lot of, like I said, this is all new to me. So, and then again, I'm really beginning to feel I'm trying to be a little too literal. And as far as copying that picture, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to just forget this. Get rid of it. So I just don't believe in negative things happening at the Baton Rouge Fine Arts Academy. Man, we just...
Actually, that looks a lot better right there, right?
Mhm.
Just doing that.
Okay.
Look at the monitor.
Oh, man, yeah. Okay.
It's
See that?
Like I said,
beautiful.
it changed, the whole
Well, see,
appearance of it changed
I
when
need
you're
y'all to
doing
be
it the
telling
way-
me now, because honestly, I really, you know, this is so new. So let's get a little bit more of this over here. And then I'm gonna,
Just like painting a house.
how's that?
Just like painting a house with that.
Got it.
brush.
Now over here, I've got one more little area. I probably should have left it off, but I can't be satisfied, so I won't worry about it. I just gotta quit being so fussy. There we go. Let it roll. Now see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to force some of those smaller clouds in there, and I really don't have the vehicle to do this because of the space that I've got up here. So Casso, I think it's time to just cool it.
Now it looks like your clouds are moving
Mhm.
from this side of the paper to this side.
Okay.
You know, it looks like if you got a storm coming through, that even though it says sunset, that the cloud is how it's starting to get cloudy at nighttime, and,
Mhm.
and it's moving
Okay.
from one direction to the
I'll
other.
take your word for it. How's that look?
Yeah.
All right, now what I want to do before we break this up, I want to just do a little small area of the background trees. Okay? That's okay with y'all?
Yeah.
All right, now,
Yeah.
if we take might just a couple of minutes longer or something, but we won't
That's
keep you.
it, doesn't matter.
All right,
It's okay.
then I'm gonna get the brown and the Rossi out. Just excuse me one second.
You got green.
Is that-
It's making brown. I think it's
Hello?
I think you could lose a little bit of the
Hello?
yellow now.
Yeah.
Well, it's just an hour or so later than when he started.
Yeah, yeah, the sun's going down, Robert.
Time-lapse painting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling out here.
Oh, I see he matted your book.
I'll call you, I'm not home now, I'll call you tomorrow
That looks
morning.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, definitely, I'll do that. And I'll check on everything else.
It looks
I'll call you
better
tomorrow,
now
okay?
than it
Bye-bye.
did. For some reason, maybe I needed to distance a little bit.
I tell you, this is gonna be like a regular Ozzie and Nelson show, you know, and just call up, take a call from the wife while we're doing this. All of it's gonna be recorded on there.
You get a speakerphone and put up here.
I'm nicknamed, she's been going out every few days. Now she's staying several days helping her sister redo a lot of stuff in the house. And I nicknamed her Rosie the Riveter.
Oh,
She
they're
likes
doing
that.
some carpentry there?
I mean, they're doing everything. They're just tearing the tile up and
Oh, my
they're
goodness.
just doing the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna just do one more thing for the fun of it. I don't know exactly what's causing this part of it to do certain things, but, and then I'll probably leave well enough alone. But I wanted to just see what it looked like if we just overlap a little bit more of this, like here, and then I came back in here.
That's the beauty of alms, being able to do that.
Yes. You see, and
Mhm.
instead of just depending on that one thing. Fine Arts Academy? Yes. 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 Sounds good. Okay. Now, see, and again, I'm just, because you just get one shot while this is wet. See, so I just wanna see, I like this now. See, I didn't like the straight. Oh, now look, see.
Yeah.
See, I was dependent on just one part of it.
Mhm.
And now I'm really, like, if I want to come back here, like, see if I see something here that I don't like, you know, and I want to break it up, look at how I can come back now with that thicker paint, and look, and it's surprisingly how it covers. See, then I dry my brush. I got to watch myself here, because you notice when you come in, you start overdoing it. Let's get a little more yellow in here now. So let's give it a little center bump.
Mhm.
A little brighter section there.
Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied for the first try.
Oh, yes.
Because, see, what I want to do now, when I get through with this, if y'all can stay with me just a few minutes longer, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we will.
Everybody's okay?
Mhm.
Then I want to just do a little bit of the background trees and the big tree, and to show you how fast I do it. And once I'll get my way clear on this. No, I'm close to, getting the point that I'm gonna overdo this if I don't watch it. So
Would you want to blend that out again with your big brush?
I don't know. I'm debating about that right now, and maybe not one, because I'm afraid
It'll blend too much of the other
it'll
colors
do
back
right.
into it.
And I had thought about that, but see what I found out today. I just kept fooling around until I got the right brush.
But what if you pounced it instead of?
That's what I'm going to do.
Struck it?
But I'm going to take a bristle brush. You see, this one, I think, bit the dust.
Okay, what's the difference in the bristle and the?
Okay, well, let me get a little bit more done on this, and I'll tell you what that is. Okay, let me just get this thing. See, I know I need to do something to it. If I had that other brush working, it would be a lot better. Now see, feel that. Now this is I'm using old brushes, and if I had been using a newer one like this, I probably, now watch. See, and it's hard to believe, but these little things really make a difference. See, the whole key is, the key word is what you said, pounce it.
Yeah, what do you mean by pouncing? Just what you're doing right there?
It's kind
Mhm.
of up
Yeah.
and down instead of a
Just,
stroke.
yeah, just like stippling it really, but I'm doing it with a brush.
It might pay to have some stencil brushes in the kit, huh?
Some what now?
Stencil brushes.
What's a stencil brush? I don't even.
They're kind of round and fat and dense, and they're made for pouncing.
Mm-hmm, okay. And you see, there's so many things out now that I've never used that are, I'm not gonna, like I told y'all, I don't want to keep working this, but see, I feel like by the time this dries now, this is gonna be, now I can take this and, eliminate a lot of these edges.
I just think it's pretty good.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh.
Well, I need that every now and then. They said, like, now, okay, now let me tell you another little secret about oils. When you put this stuff down, a lot of times it's very hard to move it around. Now I've let it set up a little bit, and I've got the right brush, and look at how beautifully that's all blended. See, now, like up here where I couldn't get rid of this before. Okay, now for the heck of it, just to see if we can get a little bit of this. I'm just for future reference. Not like this, because see, we can, if I wanted to soften it or add a little bit more of this in here, or say pick up a little bit in here, except I'm going to pick it up a little bit stronger in here. See, it's going to work fine to do that. I just have to do it and blend it. Now I could probably use my bigger brush up here, but I think that bigger brush is out of commission. In fact, I might need to. Okay. Again, I would maybe like to see some other things in here, but you have certain things working that you're working with, you have to understand. Now look how pretty that is, how that blended that.
It's very natural.
And then I want to just hit this a little bit more like this. See, and then I remember, that's right, I did do that. See. Look at that now. Now that did it all, see. Okay, now what I keep telling myself in the background, okay, is the fact that this is a backdrop. See what that looks like when I lift it up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is a backdrop for this. So what I want to do now is I want to come in, and what I did is I know in the picture I did a little while ago, I mixed the green a lot darker than I was using a reference picture rather than the original picture. Wasn't it amazing to be able to go all the way across that with that whole brush? I remember that's what I did on that one. But I want to kind of get this little area up at the top there. And but I'm not gonna have the second level. I'm just gonna go directly in from the tree up into the sky. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some of the green like this, some of the burnt sienna. Okay, and now I have to decide on a pretty color. And I'm gonna take some of the white. And I want a kind of a warmish, brownish green. Okay, and I think I'm getting what I want already. Put a little bit more of this in it. Okay, now. This would be good for just a base coat. Now I can't see these lawns too well. I don't, but again, I don't have to literally follow anything. I don't want to get my tree line up high enough to mess with any of this. But now watch how this I learned from this morning. Taking some of that darker stuff here. See, I'm going over that line. That's that stuff that goes up above it. Now I'm going to start it like that. Now I'm just going to take my black straight. This is what I love about having this black. Because I realize now, this is why I could not get a lot of the effects I wanted to get years ago. Now see here, I'm going to pat it because it stays a little better. But now notice some of the strong darks down here. I want to watch what I do, because, and then see how you can come in now if you get it, if you're not afraid of it and you got to get it dark enough. I can just come in and I can start showing some of these movements going up here. But I'm going to have this tree darker than everything, so I want to make sure I don't interfere with that. But I will come to the bottom. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to grab me a little bit of ultramarine blue.
You always make sure you paint with your palette knife when you first start?
I don't have a rule on any of that. I'm sorry I can't be more help to you, but I really don't. You know, this what I'm doing now, I'm plowing in areas I've never done before. Okay, let's see, I'm still not getting quite the black that I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put that paint on a little thicker and create the textures. Now, I do want this somewhat darker towards the bottom. Maybe get a little bit of it up in here to break it up. Okay, but now what looks really pretty is I'm going to take a little bit of this red, it's burnt sienna, a little bit of the red, cadmium red, and then a lot of the white. And I want to get this real pretty reddish looking color. Come back in here now. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, Miss Glony. Okay, now let's do a little bit on the other side with this green. I'm going to do the same thing. And this time, though, I'm gonna have the foliage kind of going down. I might be too late for that. Let's just go back up again with it here. And bring it down. Let it kind of randomly. Now this time, I learned my lesson. I want this to be really dark around the tree. So I'm going to mix the black and all that, and I'm going to put that in first. I'll start leaving some of these areas. Okay, now I'm going to start coming out with some of this. Now I'm going to show you a little trick on what I'm going to do up there that I think will settle that down a little bit. Now I'll get it to a certain point, and then again, I'm just not going to hesitate. I'm going to come back in. Just not overwork it. Get those strong darks in there. Away from where I'm going to have the cypress stuff. And then get us a little bit more of this nice color in some of these lighter areas like this.
That's a neat trick.
And see, a lot of it is just like life, you know, you kind of make up the rules as you go along. Okay. That's the brush I wanted right here. Now, what I think really starts working, because this is in the distance and you don't want it really to be too tight, just come back in now. Start blending some of this up here. Same way over here. And then the nice thing about it is, if you like what you've got right there, you can take this and you can come back, put some of these lighter colors in between. And let's see, right now you tended to want to look at every detail, but when we get a little bit further along. Now lastly, I'm going to do that tree, okay? Y'all with me? Okay, here's the burnt sienna, the green, and the black. And I learned this morning I'm going to start off real dark. Okay. I can't see the full thing up here, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're going to start like this. Now what I learned is to start off kind of with a little middle tone area like that. And then if you really want it dark, don't hesitate to come back in and dab those solid black areas in there like that. So, you know, now along with that, you also can come in, put a few sections like that in there. So make it where it doesn't look like it's pasted on. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the black, the brown, and the blue. Tell you what, don't. Well, I'll tell y'all later. A little bit lighter. Still on the screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll just really haul boogie on this foliage. Just get some more of the. So now that I kind of know what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a lot of that. Now I know what I want to come back later and do. I want to go back and soften some of those edges. Let's say I'll start with kind of a little bit more of a middle tone in here, so it's not completely solid.
And come back with black and fill in just like
Exactly. Now I'm gonna start here because I know I want this to really, with the black, I want this to really be dark over this.
So it defines itself from the background trees.
Yes. See, I can always come back later if I want to and tone some of this down or do other things to it. And then what I want to watch is got some smaller limbs coming out like this. Now, I'll try something real quick. Let's go to something like this. Now when I get to the edges, I just want a little small. I can always drop down like this, you see. There we go, and I think that's working real well for me. Now, when I get into the areas like this, where it needs to really stand out, I'm just going to go ahead and really hit it. Now notice out here, a lot of this right up against it is really, really dark, so we're going to come down like this.
Now, when you quit working on this, and you
Mhm.
come back to it another day, will these colors still blend?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they'll be different, but you don't worry about it. There is a way to blend them.
You just have to change it with your
Mm-hmm.
color variation. of the
Yeah,
palette.
I mean, there's only 5 colors. And that's the beauty of using a simple palette like that. And then I've got a little lighter area on this other side over here, and I'm just going to come back in now. Now I want all this to go right across. Same way here. Now, I find that probably when I get through with this, it will be a lot easier for me to come back on this part and just paint this in. And this is the way you have to be patient with oils, because there's only so, what I'm really trying to do as much as I can while it's wet. Now, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put another little cluster of talker foliage. A lot of it, I don't even care if I kind of lose it right now.
No, I don't think it matters if you lose it.
Really, Sarah?
I don't think it does.
Okay, now under here, so I want to start really defining this.
That'd be one edge of the tree.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes one edge. I may come back and lighten some of it. Now I want to come back and define this behind it. See, since I got a dark on both sides, I'm going to leave it like that. Now, probably at some point, I'll come in and hit me a little bit, but I don't like to start doing this now because I really am not completely clear in my mind as to what I want to do with that tree and the area behind it. But what I really wanted to do was just to see what the impact was going to be.
Look how the trunk stands out away from the background. That's really, really pretty.
Just that one area, that's right. And so I think that like this one, I felt a lot happy about the way I hit the other one, but this was a different range of colors. And so rather than making it muddy, I know I covered it in and I got a lot of the softness I want in it. Now, what I may do, I may work on this tomorrow night, and this will all stay wet.
How, would you put that in something?
What's that?
Like cover it?
You
or
could, but
something?
only if I carried it somewhere.
Okay.
It wouldn't make that much difference. You're not
Okay.
going to keep it from drying. I might get a little cover. Some of these will stay just like this with the ones with a lot of white, and some of the others like. But by tomorrow night, it'll be set up to the point that I can just come in and really whip that thing out.
So you're going to just leave it right here and come down
Yeah.
here tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I'm going to, because Sybil's out of town, and I think I'm going to.
Now, what, in this particular case, since you've got your trees done like that, if you hit your big brush on that, do you think that would?
No, that I wouldn't do. No.
Because it would tend to blur
Yes.
everything out.
Yeah, when you get down to your detail, that's mostly to make your areas receding to kind of recede a little bit more. But see, I already know that one of the things I want to do when all of it sets up, and see, again, you got to swallow your pride. I hit it a little bit better on the one this morning, but see, I know I can come back in and do this. When this is completely dry, man, I can just do all this. But see, I can even do this wet if I felt like continuing to play with it. Now, see how that takes away a lot of the stigma of it being too pasted on looking. That's the only thing I felt like I was starting to get that I didn't like. And so, you know, I have the option of doing that now or coming back later, and I think it'll be up. Now, see how that really breaks up. But as I do this is all new to me. I don't mind telling y'all, it really is. And that means Sarah knows. And I really started out on this with looking for ways that I would be able to do this kind of thing. I know there are artists that do it wet on wet. They do it all at one time. I like what they do, and I'm going to find out how they do it. So, but
That's
I
the ones
think,
that do like the big mountain scenes.
yeah, exactly.
And they use the big wide brushes too.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I don't really know what all things they do, to be honest with you, Robert, but I'm not really that concerned about what they do, because I'm really more concerned about what I'm going to do. And one of the things, when I'm going to use this kind of a sky up here, see, what are you going to do if you do this? You either do your sky, or you do your tree and paint your sky around it. Well, you just can't do it.
Right.
You know, so I'm going to go ahead and let this set up overnight, and then see what I can do to
Can't
salvage
wait
it
to see
tomorrow.
what you're going to do. I
Well-
don't think you have to salvage anything.
How's that?
You don't have to
No, I
salvage
don't think so.
anything.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna do on this first one, I may go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing now. We'll pick this up next lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry Casso, I want to welcome you to my studio again. It's March 10th, is that right?
Yes, it is.
2003,
2005.
2005.
We're gonna come alive at 2:05.
And
No, just get right
Go do
there,
something
girl.
real quick.
Am I
No, I'm scooting over to make room for her.
snuggle up here and enjoy?
Real close, real close. This is kind of neat. So he's doing the water part of this one? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I guess.
No,
Oh, what he's gonna do
soil.
next, this is
This is the sky.
Oh, this is this guy.
Now, this, just to show you the palette I had used before, I saved it. Now, some of these colors are still usable, but I really would like to mix fresh ones. However, I just remembered what all I do down here is going to be most of the colors that I used in the one I worked on this morning. So I'm not even going to get out, I'm not going to get this palette out. I'm going to set it here for just a second. And then we're just going to continue with this. Now, what I did, after y'all left last week, I had confused this down here. So I looked at it for a little while, and while I had all the colors out, I just opened up the space under here. I'd made this a little too high. That's what happens when you get in a kind of a feeding frenzy with this stuff. And okay, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to just come along. We're going to mix this color for these trees, and Now I tell you what I'm finding out. I really like to get a little small brush first. Okay, and we're gonna come in, well, I don't wanna do the purple thing. Let me get quite a bit of this stuff mixed up to get started. Actually, I've really got some pretty good color right here. So let's get this and the brown, and then of course we're using our limited palette again. And this is not going to be exactly like what we want. We're going to want it a little bit darker than that, but we'll take care of that in just a second. Now, I found out using this black can really be a lot of fun, because now when you leave and you think, like, can y'all see the difference in this and what I've already done, and you come in and you think you really mess it up, and then you're going to find out in just a little bit that pretty soon that turpentine starts drying, and I'm not kidding you, it just blends right in, and you can't even tell where you left off and when you started. So I'll clean it, add a little bit like this. Now, I know I don't want this to be quite this dark. I was just really kind of trying to compensate for something here. I have those
You need a rag? You want a paper
I'm looking
towel?
for those paper towels if I have any out here. Thought I brought them. I got some right here.
You got some stashed?
I don't
Okay.
know what I did with them now. Oh, here it is. Here they are. Who's on first?
I'm done. That's right. Who's in charge?
Okay. You see what I find a lot of times, these little small brushes, man, you can just really get in there and make hay with them. Now, the primary thing I'm concerned about here is I don't like this being quite this dark here. I didn't plan. So, you know, I want to gray it down, lift it up, put it back in again.
I just cannot wait to go back and do some more on it.
Isn't it fun?
Uh,
Now, how about a little bit of our alizarin and our blue again, mostly blue. And quite honestly, like this morning, I mixed up a lot of the colors in advance because I knew I was going to be, like, when I did this area on that other picture. Well, here's the picture right here. Man, I tell you what, like I covered all the way down here. It wasn't much bigger than this. I used that 3-inch brush, man. I covered that whole sucker in about 10 seconds. And I'm not doing that now because that's what I did last week, and I kind of lost it. Now let's get a little more yellow in here, along with a little bit more white.
And you get more of a texture when you use the little brush in that foliage.
Well, exactly, Joe, and that's what I like. Now, see, I made this a little dark. I'm fixing to get over it in a minute. Okay. Let's get.
I hate to see you get over being dark.
We will have been,
This
we would
is
have
what
been
you
present for that.
After all these years,
We were there when, remember
that's
that?
right, man. You heard it first, right here in 2005.
Now, see, this is what I did last week. When I didn't like what I did, I just wiped all of it up. And you see, we're gonna have a little bit of this lighter stuff in here, and I'll come back and I'll do some other things in a moment that'll kind of capture what I wanted to capture. But before I go too much further, I'll see if I can, there you go, simulate that purplish color. It's a little bit dark. Hardest thing is just getting back into this thing when you're not making excuses. It's just got to play with it, get it back in the zone again. And then you know what? The colors don't come out exactly right. I'll just take some of this color and put it over there. But I did like that kind of purple color back there, so
Purple.
let's do this, and we'll do this. I feel like I've got something in it. I've got something in it for some reason or other that's muddying it up. But I think I'm close. Probably could clean my brush and let's get some fresh water. I'll do something. No, we just have to worry about it. There we go. Now see, it's a little bit on the lighter side now, so. Because who says I have to have it the same way down here?
It looks nice up there.
Good. See, boy, they told me this morning, y'all have told me the same thing, that it looks so much better on that TV behind it. See, I just wanted this to really fade in, just barely fade in. Just let it kind of keep receding as it goes back here. Okay, now we're going to come back. What I really need is more of this kind of a middle tone. There we go. That's really exactly what I want. Now, what I did is I raised up this little tree line. Now see, this time I didn't go in quite as dark. So when I'll come up here now, I can blend some of that up and down
Pretty.
and just let it blend. See, boy, I tell you, there's just things you do with oil. Sheree, I'm beside myself with that paint you're doing. I mean, it's exceeding,
That's gonna
it's
be-
exceeding
gonna be
anything I could have
fabulous.
dreamed of.
It's exciting.
You know, I just, like that Kunes fella said, man, when you told me what you wanted to do tonight, man, almost caught me a heart attack. I mean, she pulled some on me in 25 years, but that was an all-time, man. We've been in opposite zones before, but I tell you what, we weren't even on the same planet.
Parallel universe.
We talked about two different conversations at the same time.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what.
She's multitasking, but she, but neither
I
one
like
of the,
that word, Joe.
neither one of the tasks or what she's supposed
Yeah.
to be doing.
I was in the wrong room, wasn't I?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. It's nice to see that y'all don't stick together on everything when y'all come to these demos. Makes me feel better.
That's pretty. Oh, so soft. So
Yeah,
pretty.
that's oils. And see, I like that kind of light blue so much. I'm just gonna keep it
It's
right in here, see. Ooh, look at that. Now,
That's perfect for receding more into the
Yeah, it
distance.
does.
For what?
It's
Recedes more into the distance.
yeah, 'cause you know when the distant colors are cool, I've had to lecture with about 2 or 3 people this week. Warmer colors closer to you. Cooler colors in the distance. Ooh, man, I
Pretty,
like that.
pretty.
Okay, now, let's,
It's paralleling that yellow streak, too.
let's do this. A little bit of that burnt sienna. This isn't exactly what I want here, but it's gonna be close enough. And see, in this case, I just kind of overreacted on those trees last time and really made them way, way too tall. So, I get back in the groove like I painted this morning and I'm in the zone, sort of, like I'm always teasing y'all about. And, so I really know a lot better about what I'm doing, and I got some of the paint pre-mixed, so it's just nice
So
to.
you're saying it's helpful to us if you paint in the morning for them,
Mm-hmm.
for we can,
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know, but,
just, okay, but
But
they
it-
understand that there's just preliminary.
but yeah, but see, well, that
They're
is, I
just
mean, that's the only
warm-up
reason I
class.
do it, by the way.
We won't
Okay.
tell them that, that's right.
That is the only reason I do it.
Just
What-
so he'll be better for us.
Yeah.
Exactly, thank you, Shirley.
That's right.
Well, y'all are so,
I
man.
thought it was that way.
I tell you what, any one of y'all running for office, man, y'all are just so congenial tonight.
Sheree, we're gonna have to tighten up, girl. I can see that.
I know, we have
We're losing our
been-
I mean, I
reputation.
tell you what,
I thought, where are we going on our bike ride?
Hey, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
good to me.
I thought we were supposed to do
I'm
our
ready
bike
to
ride
roll.
in Madisonville.
And
My
it's,
bike's all
Y'all ready?
to go.
it's
I
Daryl
am.
that
Let's go
chuckled so
Saturday.
much about that, wasn't it? He
I know
didn't
Saturday's
think
probably a
people
little too
this
soon,
Saturday.
but we need to do it soon.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause
go
this is the
next
time of
Saturday.
year. We don't wanna sweat too much.
Y'all give me time to practice riding my bike.
Oh, Sarah,
So you don't forget,
that.
it's like painting, you never
Yes,
forget
you
it.
Haven't ridden for a while.
Okay,
I got
now,
my son's bike one night and it was embarrassing.
oh, man, see, I found out,
Oh, look at that.
again, boy, that little red,
Yeah.
that little red, boy, I tell you what, just a little bit'll do you. Ooh, dog. Gotta watch I don't come in and make this too repetitious now. Okay, and then we're gonna, is that,
Repetition with variation.
that's it, Joe?
You
Now,
gotta learn all that stuff. You know?
That's right, you'll be tested on these
Repetition with
books.
variation.
That's right.
yeah,
You
you don't need to worry about what it means, just,
You just learn
because
it.
if you
learn
use it at a party or something, man,
That's
ain't
right.
nobody gonna question
No,
it.
they won't.
I can tell you that right, and show that they're ignorant.
I started
We
saying you
don't
had to learn that to graduate, but that's not true. You have to learn that just
No.
to stay in the zone.
Yeah, what's graduate mean?
Yeah, he don't know. He doesn't
I
know
don't
that.
even know what that word means.
That's not in his
I
vocabulary.
only had one girl that went up on the internet, said she graduated from the BRFAA. She came here one Thursday night, made the mistake of telling everybody. I never heard from her since then.
Then she must have graduated.
She asked about,
That's the
I see her
truth.
once in a
The
while, she
class?
asks about
Class?
you.
Yeah.
That's not
It
how
didn't
you do
upset me like it upset you all, man.
Oh, it did upset me. Man, I told her I
Look, I'm
didn't
gonna tell
heard
you.
such a thing.
Let me tell you how upset they get. See these little plastic things right here? Just 'cause I used to give them paper bags 25 years ago. They didn't even have them.
Small paper bag with the little piece of
I mean, every time I start a new season, student, I
Well,
gotta
he,
listen to
it
all.
wouldn't have been so bad. It wouldn't have been so bad, but he tried to tell us that they had just invented paper bags and that we were among the first.
We're supposed to be
To
proud
get
of
those
them.
things. We're supposed to be
Papers
proud
are
of it.
stapled together, remember
So
that?
man, I took my little paper bag home and I was so proud of that thing. My dad told me that they had paper bags when he was a kid.
Yeah, but y'all was so much fun. Y'all fell for all of it.
Pour a little bit more of that stuff out of that box.
Yeah.
Gary, you missing all the fun.
I'm listening.
Look, man, y'all leave Gary alone. Gary's a serious artist.
I don't
Sir.
believe that for a
I gotta
minute.
drink 2 cups of that wine to catch up with y'all.
I don't believe it. He's serious for a minute.
Did you
Look
get a
up.
paper bag when you came, Gary, or did you have a plastic box?
Oh, they had invented plastic by the time he came
By the
on
time
board.
Oh yeah, I love that wine with that screw cap and a cardboard box.
Well, it is pretty good.
I can tell.
Yeah. It's doing its job.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love what we're doing in some of these colors.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, you see it in again?
I like how that lost and found thing going on.
We got our little brownish reddish color here, bought it
I
just.
love putting those extra colors.
I'll tell you on television, boy, that really shows
I
up.
done
Doesn't
it.
it?
Yeah, that's not a good TV. I'm gonna replace it with the old one I had. I don't feel like y'all feel like the colors are pretty good?
Yeah,
I mean,
That's nice.
it's a digital thing. I don't even know what I got. It's supposed to be really
It
good.
is.
So when are you
What?
gonna do your LPV series?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Payne Casso, Saturday mornings, huh?
If they,
There you go.
if you want to do something like that, you got to get some investors to put up about $60,000 to do it. Because I got one of the wives and one of my students had introduced me to the guy to do it. She'd been trying to get me to write a book and whatever. So everywhere I go, she's promoting me. And I tell you what, she's super. I can't keep up with it.
I tell you, you know what? If you're interested in something like that, they got channel 19 here in town. It's
Yeah.
reformatting everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they could be looking for something like that. That's I mean, that's if you want to.
Now, which channel 19? What is reformatting?
It's a cable,
Who is that?
Cable
that
channel,
It's a
isn't it?
cable channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that Woody Jenkins' channel?
That's Woody.
Yeah, it was Woody. He
That's
sold
Woody's
out.
on.
He sold
He
out.
did sell out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what's he
He
doing
sold
now?
out. And so they're redoing the whole channel and trying to get a bigger piece of the
Yeah,
market.
old Woody had that television station. He had 3. We're on tape of it. Hush.
Yeah, we're on the.
You went somewhere, I don't even know where you went.
Well, I don't know that they would be wanting something like this, Carrie. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well,
Be fun.
I appreciate the compliment, but I tell you what, I think I have enough
They're
to
gonna
do
keep
right.
it a family channel.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what-
that's great. And he stressed that.
Yeah.
He really, he
They're gonna
wanted,
keep
wanted
it.
it to be a good family channel.
Yeah, well, I tell you what,
And I mean,
somebody ought to come up with
I wonder
one.
what he's doing now. I haven't seen him.
he sold it and he was going to Central America or South
Really?
America and he's gonna help the people down here.
Wow.
Oh, Bill.
And
You know, he was raised in Propinquity. Is that the name of that plantation home up there in the middle of St. Francisville?
Okay, now,
That's where he's really.
you take your brush, split your brush, and then you do that little feathering technique, okay?
Mm.
And that's just a watercolor brush?
Well, a brush is a brush, you know, you don't, big difference in watercolor and oil brushes is you just don't want to mix them. But they're basically made the same. In fact, I like the watercolor brushes for some things, particularly the point.
Yeah, this is nice.
Isn't that nice?
I like that color right there,
Thank you.
dropping in there.
So you're using a watercolor brush right now?
Yeah, I mix them. I mean, I have a couple of watercolor brushes for my fine point brushes because a lot of times I grab them because I don't have any. You can use the brushes. In fact, I like the points better sometimes.
But you just don't.
But you don't
interchange
mix them.
Okay.
So,
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
so I substitute.
This is what it's doing.
Okay, now.
Well, question is, does it work? If it works, that's good.
Now we're
The
gonna
whole
come
book's
here.
like that?
For what, Gary?
That book,
Yeah, what
the
about
whole
it?
book's like that?
Oh, yeah. Well, the only problem with the book, I mean, I have the highest regard for the man as a painter and all, but the only problem with the book is it's mostly like Mexico and things like that, which I like Western painting. I just don't like that much of it.
Oh, it's Western paint?
Mostly.
What it was.
And I just honestly, I get a little bored with that part of it. You know, because I mean, just the subject matter doesn't interest me. Not that it's not nice or anything like that, but it's just not something that you know, that
You don't relate to
if you're looking through it, you can take and look at it. I'm not looking at
I
it
just
right
want
now.
to see the front of it. Read.
Yeah, he was
Grab a couple of pages.
I'll tell you who he is.
What you want?
He's his father was an instructor at at LSU, Ewing, and he
There's Linda's
I
rooster.
can see it.
Yeah.
Larry, I'm not gonna do that.
it's all right. Ain't not hurting anything. Ain't nothing I can't handle. I mean, I've been through so much madness in this class on Thursday night painting.
That's no step for a stepper, huh?
I can just handle just about
My
anything.
father used to say.
No hell for a climber.
And he's got this is fascinating to me, the way he came in and started putting these shadows. And you bring it right down here.
Oh, that brush, you know, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it really does.
Neat looking. Wow,
How's that?
that's really good looking.
Well, thank you, Gary. Now, see, I'm gonna leave a few little areas right here. You see, and then you got that long light streak of stuff across there. See if you do. See, this is what I was saying. Like when I do stuff like this in the future. Well, this is coming out just like I wanted it to.
That's beautiful.
See, I'll do something like this when I do those skies and all, or when I do the trees, and I'm going to still I mean, this will be fine when I varnish this and all. It's going to be perfectly fine. But I still want to master this thing. But like I said, like right here, I covered it with pigment. But then if I want to come back with my lighter color, look how much easier it is to put it in there when I hardly have any pigment on it. I can just go back like that, see. That really, ooh, man, it makes it really look like water. Now, so again, I'm going to come back up here, really dry my brush out good. Too good. And I'm just going to soften that whole edge there.
Where's your jar to put the kitty in? Potato.
Throw it outside, grass. Needs a little fertilizer.
Look, I owe you $10.
Anybody else over here?
I'll tell you where's the jar. I mean.
I thought that was the tip.
Hi, Joe.
That's for the next box of wine.
Okay. Thank you. All right, now, see, now we're going to kind of put some more silhouette stuff in here. Man, we got 10 minutes.
Now listen to that music.
Love it. Well, next year when they come back with that band that we went up to hear that night,
Mhm.
we're gonna let everybody know long in advance, and we gotta really go
Oh,
up there
that'd
and
be fun.
support that thing, man.
That was some good music.
That really was.
Man, I guess they played 3 or 4 hours straight, and they played everything that it was written between 1930 and 1945.
Oh, wow.
And played it and they're all in the old
And they were
arrangements.
good. They were good.
Yeah.
And they probably took one 15-minute break in that whole period.
Where was that?
Clinton.
I don't know where it
Clinton.
was.
Well, what it was is,
We were north of Jackson, somewhere up there. We
yeah.
we went up to Mississippi, I think,
Clinton,
and then
yeah.
came back.
It was
Yeah,
a
that
big
was
band?
Huh?
It was a big band?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
about
big
9
band.
or 10 different people. And,
Yeah.
and what made it unique is, they,
Russ Morgan.
Russ Morgan, yeah.
band. But it was his son, Russ Morgan, I guess, has died, dead now.
is he's carried on a transition and using the original, like original arrangements and all, see, and these people are kind of
good stuff.
dedicated to playing it. And like this one lady was saying one morning, they'll re-record a lot of that music.
Larry's got a CD, I think.
Yeah, oh, it's worth listening to. And they recorded the music, but they recorded it, like she was saying, they'll record some of this old music and play it, but those of us that lived through it, realize that it's not the same music, because the arrangements, they can't play the arrangements. They don't know how to play the arrangements. Well, these people have dedicated
They know
their
how to play the
lives
arrangements.
to keeping the same arrangements.
Hmm.
That's what makes it so unique. Are we gonna come
And some of those people up there, they look forward to it from year to year.
They
Oh,
would,
They
I
come
mean,
once
They
a year
dress up
then?
in
Well,
their
that's swing
furs.
music.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Swing music?
Oh, it's pretty. Huh?
Is that
it was
swing
kind of
music?
swing. It was really
Yeah, I guess so.
pretty much in the same. He was
Yeah.
at the same era, but he had a little bit different style. What do y'all think? Is this coming together, or is
Oh,
it?
yeah, it's coming together.
Look at that.
Y'all gotta- And see, Cherie, this is what I'm telling you about. Man, I just made up my mind. I worried about all that kind of stuff, like the techniques and the different kind of things and related to this and all. And one day I just said, man, I want to just paint oils. I want to be like John Singer Sargent. How in the world they go out there and just pick out anything and start painting, And I just decided I'm just going to do it. And like these paintings, I don't think there's a single one of these paintings I could have done as quick as I'm doing them in watercolor.
Yeah.
This is only my second. We're about 45 minutes at first night, and you can see how much of this I'm going to get done. Now see, now coming across here, I'm going to take my lighter stuff right here, get some more of this, and some white,
Well, let me ask you a question.
please. Axe.
In landscapes, do you have a center of interest?
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
In this one?
Sure.
Is the tree the center of interest?
Well, what
or
do
is
you
it the
think?
Well, between the tree and the, I guess that's a sunset or sunrise, I'm not really sure.
That sunset right out yonder.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be I think it'd have to be the tree, Gary. But what would you want? Which one would you want it to be?
No, I was just wondering. Because I always hear you talking about center of interest. and-
Well, I mean, that's why the tree's in there. See, this is the picture.
Mhm.
Okay, and I put it in mainly because it was handy, and I had just done one that morning and figured I'd really like to learn how to do it. Let's see, then I'm gonna start coming up, putting a little more detail in this as we get up higher. And
You
then,
just turned it into a cedar tree? Is that cedar?
That's cypress.
Cypress? I don't know what tree.
yeah, Gary,
First thing you know, you'll have a couple of turkeys.
Gary is
I
like,
know you hit.
Gary can
I know
already,
you hit them with your car, they tend to hurt. So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I can already see Gary, trees are gonna be exactly like those measurements for the
Is that a big-
enlargements,
big
man.
pine tree?
I really leave it alone, man.
Wow, kind of a bad country.
Those percentage things he comes up with, man. I mean, you talk about his own imaginative way to do it. He rewrote the book on that stuff. That sure makes this a lot. Now, see, now I gotta make sure I come back, I get enough of the darks at the base of it. See, that's why I decided I'm gonna just,
Okay.
I'm on the video.
Okay. You gotta scoot this way, isn't it?
No, other way. There you go.
Was okay.
You were on it.
I got me a little.
Now you're the center of interest.
Got my head on it. I gotta
No.
do something about that.
No,
He hadn't even been drinking. Man.
You know, I got remember my little monk's hat, man. I don't know whatever happened to it. I kept having my bald head show up on the television screen. So one night, the lady brought she brought one of these little hats, like the
Jewish.
the Jewish hats,
Oh,
except she put a propeller on the top of it. It's hard to get respected in our teaching, but thank you. I'm glad you recognize that as a young person. Okay.
It's hope for the younger generation.
Look at that, man. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Miss Claudia.
Yeah, understand it.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna get this done, but then I'm gonna just do the white part down here. And man, y'all are gonna flip out when you see that last white part, and we can finish it next week.
Yeah.
I say I got me a little small tree I'm gonna be coming up with here. I'm not gonna tackle that. I'm not gonna.
Are you
Have
gonna bring
enough time.
any of the sky down into the water?
Uh,
Or no?
I might bring a little bit of it. I'll probably mute it a lot though.
Yeah.
But I got to bring some of it in, Gary. You're right about that. All right, now you see what I like is I can come in now. Look at-
Good point.
See, and this is what I'm finding out how to do. Now, I didn't really put this on here real heavy, and I'm really finding out you can do this, you know, that I never used to be able to do before. Except I might go a little bit, not quite as dark, but have it a little bit lighter up here. But I'm gonna have to have it dark. I forgot about that. It's like two-color watercolor. Man, you know, since I got those big books now, I've been looking through a lot of my books now that I just enjoy it. I love my library, and I just wasn't reading anything the way I had it before. I had to climb up on top of that table and do all that kind of stuff. And get us a little bit of moss in here. And I'm looking. I'll run across pictures with the sources that I built my program on. You know, like the two-color watercolor. I found a little stream picture, and man, it's just wonderful to go back and and remember where you came from and what you did and all that kind of good stuff, and how you did it. And I mean, it's just kind of revitalized me as far as a lot of things I want to continue doing. Now, what we've got here, we've got. I'm gonna kind of throw me a little secondary light, area in here as far as give me a little bit more white. See, I don't want this to be just a brown. So I may come in. I don't like that. That's muddying it up. I'll leave that. Decide what to do on that later. Okay. Now, about ready to close it down. Everybody, I know y'all gotta go.
I want to stay until my 2-year-old grandson goes to bed. I could call.
That's recorded,
I know
Sarah.
he's asleep.
Yeah, Sarah.
That would hurt my daughter's feelings so much if she heard me say that. Don't y'all ever quote me?
We've got it on
Yeah,
video.
I'm sure
Oh my
sorry it's
God.
on video, sir. Sarah. That's the way it goes. But she'll understand. She probably thinks that she's probably staying out somewhere herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there by
Mom will be
himself.
home in a little while to put him down.
She gets out at 10.
Yeah.
How old is
He's-
little grand?
He'll be 3 in July.
Yeah.
He's just wild as an Indian. He took a long nap this afternoon.
Oh, he'll be raring to go
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. He's just getting his second win.
It's gonna be pretty.
It's really.
Think so?
Yes, indeed.
Well, y'all are very encouraging. I need all the help I can get too. Well, I love this black is what's doing it now.
That black is really
I could never really do it if I didn't have it. The kind of stuff I've been doing in watercolor and this. Because I just find there's a recklessness I get now that I never used to be able to get. I never wanted to get it, never understood it, even having any reason to get it. Now I'm going to finish this one little part right here.
Pretty, pretty.
And then y'all get to see that part done. I don't want the red, want the burnt sienna, the green.
I didn't see you do your sky, but you did you do a wet on wet thing, or you
On
just
this, yeah.
layered it?
It was
Yeah,
so
I can explain it to you a little bit better than I can tell you right, when I'm not doing this, Gary.
that's okay.
But I'll tell you, if you ever want to see it, it's well worthwhile looking at. I have it on video. All this is being videotaped, and I really, this is just new territory. And I tell you, I've personally learned so much. Just the last couple of things that I've done. That it's just got me so excited about all of it. See, then we'll go back now and just. Now you see the nice thing about it. You don't have to really. Like if I do something like that and I like that, then you just drag it across like that. See, and then where I left that area kind of light. Just get my pigment in there correct. And isn't this a nice little brush to do this with? Sheree, I'm really so proud of you on that painting, hon. I know
Thank you.
you, and I mean, I never thought anything about that other thing. I don't mind you doing it. Yeah, if you do it, but that is one. See, the only thing I don't like about it, it's a nice thing from a learning standpoint, and I don't mind teaching it to somebody, but your probability, it takes so long to set it up.
Do it?
Yeah.
And then I don't know that I don't like the other better
Yeah,
now.
this, I'm seeing.
I mean, you just
now.
want to be able to say you've done it and have the experience, which is good, No, I'll do it. I just got to
Necessarily.
find out the mixtures.
This is doing what I wanted it to look like. I just didn't realize
That you could do
that's
it
where
with
we
that,
were
yeah.
going. Yeah.
No, we've got some of this. All right, now, last thing,
You're not using any linseed oil,
Is that
are
gonna be
you?
a tree?
No.
What's that white thing?
purposely.
Straight turf.
Okay. I'm just going to do a little section on this. See, if I get rid of this line right now, then I can just pick up the color right from it. See, so that's why
Let's see, it's pretty.
I'm coming in now with this and diluting it quite a bit.
Ooh, look at it.
You see, and then I'm just putting it. Now you see how that just gets rid of the harsh line. So this is going to be another area that's going to rise up like this. And then I'll come in with this. Same thing. See, got a little nice watery film. Just, I think we'll call it
Yay!
quits for tonight. What
Very,
y'all
very
think?
pretty.
Wow, yeah, very nice.
It's kind of a snowing. He was in a bar and he had several small sheets of watercolor paper and he did some little fast sketches for people and gave them to them and they were just carried away and they kind of all began to get together and paint and drink whiskey.
I love it.
Yeah, and they've got some pretty nice stuff.
Have you been out to Santa Fe?
No, but I've got a
you
good
need to
customer out there.
go.
He's bought
I
he's
love
bought 6
Santa-
or 8 of my
Has he
paintings.
really? I love
And he bought that
Santa-
big oil, so I got to get that
You
done.
need to go to Santa
And he's
Fe.
such a nice guy. I
All
told
right.
him- I told him I was getting a frame. He said, "The frame's expensive." He said, "Do you need me to send you some money for that?" I said, "No, I don't bother.
Oh,
Get it later."
well, that's cool.
We'll put the final touches on this now. We did the sky in the background, if you remember. We did that from this sky picture I took right outside the front door. And I've been kind of incorporating this other stuff into it. Now, I debated about whether I ought to have some of this reflection down here, but I've decided I'm just going to leave it without it. I'm going to just keep the green down here, put my shadows real strong and stuff like that. And unless somebody's got a better suggestion on it.
We in our motto, we improve on God's creation.
So you are
Right.
putting some water down there or not? You're through
Oh
it?
yeah, this is all water.
This
I'm
is
gonna
all
put-
water.
Yeah, see, I'm putting all the way down about right
Okay.
there.
You sure you shouldn't repeat some of those colors now?
Well, maybe I should, Joe.
I think
I've been waiting for somebody to
some of that
encourage
rosy
me.
color would be pretty down.
Yeah, and just show it, not
Mm-hmm.
bounce
Oh,
it
well, yeah,
off.
no,
not
just
necessarily.
touch here and
How
there.
did this come out so pinkish?
That's the way it looks.
That's the way it
looked?
looks.
Yeah, we get-
Really?
We get out here and take sky pictures all the time.
This is the best place in town for sky pictures.
What kind of
Yeah.
camera do you use?
That we use whatever
You could do it for
kind.
digital
Whatever you
too?
got.
I did it digital, but you don't need to.
Mm.
You just
Take
do it.
anything.
Big thing is to do it.
My,
Okay.
my pictures in Rome came out good with the digital.
Good. All right.
Okay.
Now, we stopped off where I left on that water area there. Now, we'll come on down to this section right here. Remember, I stopped here. We'll come down to the next section. So, first thing I want to do, I want to take that white. We're just going to come right up under here.
Now, with the white well diluted, will it go ahead and dry fairly well there? You know, white dries so slow anyway.
Yeah.
But
This will probably take a little longer, but I'm not really using very much of it.
okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
And, I maybe I need to dilute it a little bit too. You know, when I start back on these things, Joe, to be honest with you, I kind of get in the mode, and then it
Yeah.
takes me a few minutes to really
Yeah.
get geared down. I might
Yeah.
even been using this brush right here.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's what I was doing. I'm going to make sure, because they all lead off with a light area like this now. Now this particular area here, we're going to just continue with it. This may be a little bit too white, and it might be a good time to put in some of my other colors, but I'll figure that out in just a second.
Now, will you blend the other colors into the white?
Well, you'll see.
Okay.
That's the best way, really, just
They
when
will.
I get on the
Okay.
road. In a minute, you'll get to see it all. A lot of times, just like I said, I gotta warm up, find out in my mind exactly where I'm at, which is not easy to do.
Oh, we're going to finish this book.
Oh, yeah, man. A little bit more brown in there.
Yes, and Sarah was sick tonight, and she's got a
Oh, really?
golf tournament next week.
Mm.
Get her priorities straight.
A little bit of blue in there, a little bit more brown. I want that army fatigue looking green. We'll come back down just a little bit more. That's more like what I'm looking for here. You see?
And it almost looks
Look at the
completely
depth
different.
that it gives it.
Can you see it on the screen?
Wow, yeah.
Y'all just keep it up, because
It's
you know I need
amazing.
all the help I can get now.
But it looks so real.
Thank you. Very kind. I appreciate that.
Makes you want to get in your bateau and get out there.
Isn't that the damn truth? I'm gonna do some fishing. I'm going.
I believe there's
That's
a couple of
pretty.
bass right over there on that rock next
That'd be
to
nice.
See, that'll mix with that white he put down there a while ago.
He'll have to do a tiny little silhouetted figure in the way in the distance with a fishing pole.
Mm.
Now
I
let's
can't
get,
eat any more squid.
we'll get a little bit. I'm gonna start down here, and you notice that this is a pretty straight line across here, so we're gonna just come in now and show the bottom of this thing. Make sure that stays on a straight line. Yeah, that looks okay. I went up a little high with that white, but I'll work around that. You see, by coming back like this while there's paint on there, what you notice happening is it
Get a nice soft edge.
it softens that edge up, makes it a lot more realistic looking.
I got to come check it out.
Yeah, you do.
I need to be up
Well,
close
look, we
and
need all the
personal.
help we can get up
Absolutely.
here, girl. Especially on a day like today, we need a nice little Irish girl like you.
Yes, I
She's
know.
got about-
None of you people have your green
I
on.
know.
She's got
I
her
was in my
green on, but I
robe
tell
all
you what,
the
that's about all the
This is-
Irish she's got on her.
The green
And,
eyes count.
Is this
Am
St.
I
Patty's
the
Day?
green or yours?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
darn.
That's
Well, Larry's
we're
painting in
covered.
green.
We are.
That's what I told her.
Yeah, he said
I've got the Irish
he grabbed
blood.
the green paint, held up.
Yeah.
honest, I don't know what I'm doing stage, man. I just jump in and just,
Now, why is the little tree not done?
'cause I hadn't painted it yet.
There's no reason. I mean, you could have painted it. It doesn't matter. That's not like waiting for later or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
Okay, I was just wondering.
All right.
I'll wait till later.
Okay, now, what I wanna do here, I'm gonna change some of that a little bit. And I'm gonna get me a little bit of this and a little bit of this. Maybe a little bit of this. I love that, Joe.
Marsh color.
Marsh.
Yeah, it really is. What do I call it? No, a little bit of white in there.
Light marsh color.
Boy, that red, Joe.
Oh,
Gotta have that red.
oh, man, that's pretty. Nice. Oh, dead whatever's.
What is that?
Dead marsh color.
Now, you gonna sit there and ask what everything is, what we gonna do, girl?
I'm sending you back to your.
You can't have that.
You'll have to wait for the movie.
Oh, God, quit. No.
You see, I'm gonna kind of put a little bit of that in there. And then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this yellow and the green. He needs therapy, man. That's why she's here.
I don't know what she's probably.
Oh, she told me she had something. I think Chris was gonna be out of town on a show this weekend, so she'd have to be there with the kids.
No, they were gonna go to that big craft show down there at Oak Alley. I don't know when that took place.
That was this past week.
Was it past weekend?
Thought about going, but guess what? Easter egg hunt at Rosedale won out.
Did you take some pictures of those then?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I need to bring my camera in
Okay.
because there were some really good things. You know all those little path pictures you did at Jackson? There are so many wonderful little path pictures.
Probably it's pretty with the azaleas blooming
You
too.
know, I got to looking at it thinking, Versailles is nice. Versailles does not hold a candle to Rosedale. You know, because it's just so, it's more.
I really like Rosedale.
I do too. I mean, can you imagine being a kid and growing up and just
If you checked
running
it out,
through all of
I
those?
understand. They told me, Kathy Daigle told me that you could pay $5.
$5
And
for
they'd
the
let you in on
grounds.
the grounds.
That's
You could
right.
stay all day and paint.
long. That's right.
Well, that's not bad. There's lots of stuff to paint.
There's lots of
Well,
stuff to paint.
And it's very comfortable. There's a restroom available to
I know
gift shop.
And there's
I
some
know the
picnic
people on the
tables.
board. In fact, I was asked to be on the board.
Ooh.
And regretfully, Joe, I just knew I wouldn't have time to participate, you know,
Well,
with the hours
you
I
wouldn't
keep
have.
going.
It's that those things just take time.
They really do, but I have a lot of connections there, so whenever we get ready to
Yeah,
go there,
it's
of
a
course,
good
we
place
all
there.
know,
Yeah,
they're
as you
just,
well know.
it's very nice, period, you know.
Very pleasant, very safe place.
And just paint all day, they'd love it.
Plenty of parking.
Yeah, like I said, they've got picnic tables there.
Yeah. I believe we went out and got some, when we were there, and got some food and come back and eat at the picnic tables out there. Oh, it's over there by the gift shop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll get it, we got,
That's good. I like that.
That's very nice.
It looks good.
There's that guy who used to be on TV. A little happy tree lives right here.
Oh, the guy with the mighty brush?
I don't know. I just remember
Mighty
him and
Brian.
Happy
man, I tell you
Tree.
what, I don't know if I wanna hear about my competition or not.
I think he's dead now. Bob Ross. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
did
died.
die.
Him and
I
his-
used to love watching
Oh,
him.
the big fuzzy guy?
Him
Yeah.
and his squirrel boat.
The big cute
I
Joe.
like watching him. I
But
enjoyed
that was like my first introduction
Me
to an
too.
artist, and you know.
It's like, and they don't have anybody
Happy
anymore that does
trees
that.
live there. Okay.
I'd love to see somebody
How come
go
that tree's
TV
not
and paint.
How come that tree's not painted?
You've been listening to that. You wait till the end of the
I
movie.
was taking notes in the other room.
Yeah,
Are you
wait.
nervous?
You gotta wait till the end of the movie.
Is all of this being taped?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
phooey.
Oh, no.
Hate to tell you that.
This is so that when I'm in
See, I didn't know it would
old
be that
age, I'll
big.
just sit back in my rocker with my mint julep and I
Oh,
listen to all
God.
this and I think I was getting $225
Shot.
every series for them to come and cut up like that.
That's funny.
And we'll be sitting there next to him going, damn, we paid him.
I know, we paid him. I know, that's too funny.
That's some more money yours.
That's some more
Very
children.
simple. Tell her to make some more.
That's funny.
No, let's get some, we got the black and I'm gonna start getting some darker
Yeah.
Getting serious.
stuff in here now. Quite that dark. This is fun.
Joe, is there anything to be said for using easels as opposed to just
Get
having
rid of the stipple.
I'm curious. Ask Larry, because I'm curious about that too.
Okay, we want to know, is there anything to using an easel as opposed to just laying it flat and doing it?
Well, there is if you want to record it.
Okay, well, I don't plan on recording any of
So
mine.
normally would you
Well,
do
Deborah,
an easel?
with things
But,
like this,
you know,
oh,
like-
look at how that just starts.
Yeah.
With things like this, Deborah, you
That's
just
so
have to,
nice.
you just have to kind of play with it.
My favorite surface I ever had, I had a drafting table. It wasn't really an easel, but it wasn't flat, and you could tilt it at any angle.
Those are
you
great.
wanted. And it,
Well, everything though
nice.
hinges around what you're gonna do, okay? So,
It just seems like the oil painter people always
Use
are on
an
an
easel.
easel. And
yeah, well,
I've not quite
yeah, but
figured that out.
that, well, I mean, that's just what they choose to do,
That's what they decide to
you know,
do.
but it's just like, everything, somebody sees somebody do something, and they do something like somebody else did it, not being critical, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then, like somebody comes along and paints oil on top of watercolor.
Yeah.
And everybody else
Never heard
that's
such a-
never heard of that in their entire lifetime, they tell him, well, you can't do that. And then you say, well, I just did it.
Man, we just did it.
And it
know.
looks good.
Well, I mean, as you're getting over your underconfidence and everything, See, I don't want
He's
this,
back in the swing of it now.
That's
I
what's
see
nice.
that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
the thing is, I went too low down here. I'll show you how I'm gonna take care of that real quick.
It's a good book. See if I can find that for
One of those spaces here.
Oh, so you
him.
can
Oh, we're
wipe
gonna
that
wipe
off
that
too.
dude off.
Remember that was a problem.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Now what I need to do is I need to come back in here. I like to have a little bit of green on that brush with that white.
Oh,
when I
that
do this.
suddenly just set it back further than what
So
it
this was a cypress tree?
What do you think it is?
It kind of looks like cypress.
Because if you think it looks like what, because when we do something here, whatever you
It's
think it
whatever
looks
it
like.
looks
that's what it is.
like,
You
that's
know,
what
from
it
our
is.
portraits.
I mean, it looks like something I've
From
seen
our
in
portraits
the basin.
to whatever you think it looks like, that's what it is. We're not really,
Azalea, camellia, whatever.
you know, we just
It looks a
don't
bit
think-
cypress.
I learned that
Pansy.
at
Pansy.
the gallery a long time ago. If they think it's a camellia,
That's exactly what it is.
I'll never forget this old boy came up one day and was interested in buying a painting, man, and this was done from Alabama. And he said, man, that's just my grandma's place in Albany. He said, man, that's
Yes,
just, there's no
sir,
doubt
it
about it.
is.
I started trying to tell him what it was, and he kept telling me. He said, man, I didn't realize he was gonna tell me. So I said, well, as a matter of fact, I took that picture about 6 months ago. That's exactly where it is. It's over in Albany. It's one of them Albany houses.
And he pulled out the visa.
Well, I was hoping for that, but he didn't really, was not a connoisseur of art. Grandma's house or not, he wasn't gonna pay any price. Do y'all think this, now see that little bit of space in between?
Makes a difference.
Now what I decided to do too, I'll be honest when I grow up. Okay, now.
I just love it when you keep dabbing color on top of color and it sticks.
Which is nice. And it gives it that texture too that's
Nice.
so pretty.
What I wanted
Thick
here,
over thin.
that's right. And what I'm gonna get here is what I wanted, see, I wanted that. Just that limited
Oh.
coming down
Yeah,
like
that
this.
really sets it back.
Right, I'll do that. Come down a little bit further. How's that? Think that's gonna sit, yeah, I got to look, I got to take your word for it, because when y'all tell me, I look back at that video, y'all tell me it looks good, and it generally does, so. Every now and then I'm gonna have a little dog section here without overdoing it. All right, I think we call that section finished, what y'all think?
I think so.
But you know, while I'm down on here, let's just get some of that pretty brown in here. You know, Joe, you know I can't stand it, I got to get
I
around.
wish I'd seen
Yeah,
the sky
yeah.
though.
Now that's dark
that?
marsh.
The sky.
Darling, whenever you get, be ready, and you wanna take a few minutes and relax one night, I have all this on video.
Oh, you do?
The
Oh,
whole
I'd
thing.
love to see you do the
You're
sky.
welcome to.
Okay, that'd be great.
Oh, look at the whole.
Mm.
Dog, Joe, I tell you what.
That looks good.
Deep marsh color.
The colors are just so vibrant.
They
and
are,
stay.
aren't they?
The what?
The colors are so vibrant and
Well,
they
you're very
stay.
kind.
I mean, look at that sky. I just can't get over it.
Well, that sky was a trip.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you that right now, it's a lot of fun. Beige it was to correct that.
And you didn't have to do anything to the canvas in the beginning, right? I mean,
No,
it's
no, so
already
I didn't have
got
to do it on the other
sizing
one
and
either,
all that
Deborah.
other stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have to do it on the other one. They had asked me what an underpainting was.
Mhm.
And so it was just one of those wild mornings when I wasn't real busy. At least I started out that way. So, and look how you can come back in and fill it in.
So what exactly an underpainting? What do you mean by underpainting?
Well, I won't go into that with you now because it's another whole subject.
But it's
But,
got a different color.
But you kind of sketched some of that out though.
No, but yeah, but it's just, I gotta talk to you about that separately. Because it really does get in a different subject. They say, watch how, so I didn't like the way that was stopping there. That's what I love about this black. So I'm gonna overlap a little bit of this into here, you see, and make it look like it's part. Look how that's grouping it all together now. And when you start asking me like, what is it? I don't want to know what it is. You see? Now, okay. I mean, I really, that's the whole thing I'm really striving for in what I'm doing here, is to learn to do this in a way that I just genuinely just jump in there and paint it. And just, I get an idea. It's not like I'm doing it without a plan. But I get an idea, and then I just do it. And let the chips fall where they may. You see, I did that. I'm going to come back now inside of this. I'll put some of these. If I notice on that picture, there was a little bit of this kind of thing. Look at how that, oh man.
You got a lot of this floating
That's right.
lilies and things.
Whatever.
Floating whatever.
You know, it can be, you call them whatevers, man. It can be whatever you want it to be. Got another little light area right here.
More stuff.
Yeah, just stuff. And when I get through this, as they say in the better art circles, I am going to really take off like a scalded dog.
Get the big brush.
But it's just amazing how detailed it is. You know, it's just like.
Without really having any detail.
Right, exactly.
And
It's
that's
just-
really what I'm, to be honest with you, very observant, because this is what I'm stretching for, okay? I will have a total time in this thing of about 2 hours when I finish with it, maybe a little over 2 hours, which I've never done oils like this in my life.
And looking at it on the screen, it's like you just really just took a little, brush and just did all these little things, and you really didn't.
Now, is this something you're just making up as you go, or is this a watercolor type technique, or what are you?
Well, I'm really kind of I'm not making it up. I have things I'm striving for, but I just have a picture in my mind of what I want to do, and I just do it, and I make a commitment, and then whatever. I mean, I'm not explaining that part to y'all as I go along, but that's where I'm really at. I just make a commitment to something I want to try and a result that I want to get, and I just keep doing it. Well, I just keep doing it till I do it.
And
If that
okay,
makes any sense.
the last part is pretty much water. Is that what you're, or do we have any more land?
Right here, no, this is going to be all water.
That's all
down here.
water. Oh.
Yeah, and this is where we're going to get out the big 4-inch brush. But before I do that, see, I don't think I'm really going to do. I'm going to put that green all the way up to here, and then I'm just going to show a little bit of suggestion. So now let's get the palette knife out and get Cirrus.
Oh.
Thank you, Dad. Got enough green. All right, we're going to get the green. What I love about these 5 colors, boy, you just can't really miss them. I mean, they just fall right into place.
And the palette knife you primarily use to just mix, or do you paint with that?
You can paint.
I don't paint with it personally.
Some people do.
I never have, I'm not saying I won't, but it's just now I've got this large book of John Singer Sargent's work, and I just saw a lot of palette knife stuff he did, and because the book's so big, you see the texture and pictures that I didn't know before. He did that in. That painting back there, as you know, Deb, it's got a lot of palette knife stuff in it.
I always found it kind of complicated.
How's that?
Kind of complicated. They started me off at a class at LSU with the palette knife.
Well,
And
I mean,
don't know,
it's just so ridiculous the way they do stuff like that, I'm not
And it was like,
trying
I
to be
didn't know what I
critical,
was
it's just
doing.
pitiful.
I didn't know what I was doing with that knife.
Yeah. Well, see, it's like anything else that you do. If they don't give you any composition, they don't tell you anything about what you're doing. I've got a little girl coming right now from going to Southeastern, and I mean, they don't teach them anything. They just really, and you get these poor high school kids that come in and they look at what you're doing, and the teachers, she said when he teaches he does fine, but the teacher we have is more in drama than he is in art, so that's where he's putting his effort, and he really doesn't teach us anything. You hear these little high school kids, and you think, man, well,
That's sad.
what a rip-off. And these kids know it, man.
I use this taking an art class in college, and I'm looking at her stuff going, well, where is your circle? Where's your ball? You gotta start with a ball.
Oh, no.
A box? Where's your box?
Oh, really?
And the thing is, I mean, think about it. You don't start with that. You're up a creek
That's
before
true.
you ever,
Major.
because that's the way it is.
Okay, now. All right, let me get my small brush, because I do want to leave a few little streaky areas left in here. So we've got 20 minutes to do this bottom area, which we can do easily. I love it when you see that tree come out like that.
That tree really is popping out.
Let's see how close this color comes.
Oh, we really were being noisy.
I tell you what,
Me and my mouth.
if you listen to this radio station, you're going to learn some stuff.
Might not be what you want to learn.
Jamie, look at that. Isn't that something?
What?
His painting.
It's gorgeous.
I know.
They're all beautiful.
This is oil.
Especially like that sky.
Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
He took this outside of the door. No.
I was talking to a
I
guy.
was in shock.
There wasn't so much smoke.
I was talking to a guy right here at the counter. I was talking to a guy, and I looked up there, and I said,
Saw
"Excuse
that?
me, sir," and I grabbed my camera, and I started running around there, and he looked at me like, and then pretty soon he's running out with me, man. He doesn't even know where I'm going.
No. it's
I can't do that at my house
But
with
you
a
got-
canopy of
got
trees.
dozens.
I love
literally
those
Oh, man.
dozens
Yeah,
of
but you could get a
pictures of you taken right
silhouette.
out that front door.
Well, the big problem is if you don't get them within 5 minutes, if you're doing
It's
something
gone.
like this,
Yeah.
it's gone. Okay, now here we go. We get. See, what I want to do is I want to start
The best,
leaving
I live downtown at Walton, I overlook the Mississippi.
these few of
I
these
sit
little
up
light
there every
areas
night,
in here.
just look
Well, now,
at
when
the
you
sunset.
leave those light areas, you
Now,
move
I
back
live
and
in
cover
a-
that.
Then I'll go back.
Yeah.
See, what's nice, Joe, that's why I came down a little bit further where I could end that last time, and in there while it was soft, you see.
No,
I like how
we're
that
around
worked in the AZ
Pools
Young
out
building.
Roy Phelps.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
Roy
nice.
Phelps down there in the Oculus Gallery
Yeah.
on Third?
Yeah.
Well, I lived in his loft,
Mhm.
and
Oh.
it wasn't even finished, but I lived there. What I did, I ran his gallery from like 11 to 2, and then did interior design with him and stuff afterwards, but then he had this loft that he
My
never
friend down in Santa Fe.
finished,
Oh.
and I lived in it.
Where did you
Still wasn't
retire
complete, but I had the greatest
Which company
terrace,
did you retire
and
from?
I
Yeah.
could see the river.
Ornament
It was
Corporation.
cool.
Burnside.
He lives in there now, but
They make aluminum.
it was a good job, but I was the only one living down there then. 5
First
o'clock,
step
I
in
felt
aluminum.
just crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, that would've been great though. If you'd been doing this class, then you could've had your whole studio. You
I'm not
could've
gonna sit up there and
Many
paint it.
moons ago.
lived the artist life.
Forgot everything I ever knew
But what
about
he
it.
did, he was interior designer and like
At least I tried.
It's okay. Tables, go in there sometime and just look. It's
Ooh,
just
I like
really
that little
interesting.
extra.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts the legs off and adds iron to them, and he would design all this kind of iron stuff. Yeah, he was very talented. Probably the best job I've ever had as far as light can.
It's the nicest shade of army green,
I moved to New Orleans.
marsh green.
Mm.
See, I'll purposely come back and change it now.
Well, you covering some canvas now. Do they leave them still a little bit of brush and stuff?
I know, huh?
And see, this is the kind of stuff I'm learning. When to use the little ones, when to use the big ones.
Because that's darker, that's what's not.
Are you learning it just through experimentation?
Oh, always, always, see. And where I'm really growing personally and learning personally is that I do this stuff, and I don't, like, if I start, I have an idea in my mind of what I'm gonna do, and I guess go into a frenzy, and I just keep doing it till I do it. That's the only way I know how to describe it, and I'm doing it, you know. I've never done this, I've just never had that kind of freedom with oils before.
Well, that's good.
You see a lot of stuff like that between here and Lafayette.
Oh, man, yeah, it's
That
beautiful.
Paul's Way.
Oh,
I've
God.
studied a lot too. I used to go over there a lot when I first moved here.
So much of that, what do you call it, is taken over the basin.
Duckweed stuff.
No, it's like a little plant. It's something.
Water hyacinth.
Well, it's kind of like a water hyacinth, but there's another name for it, and they're having to get all this money to get rid of it. One time they dredged it, and then, but that messes up the crawfish warmers and all this and that. But the hydrilla,
Uh-huh.
and it's really getting bad.
Yeah, we went back out in the swamp, and you get so far with the big outboard, you just can't.
You can't
unless
get
gotta
in
go
it, I
down.
know. We went in one down, I can't remember where it was, like way down, oh God, I don't, buried down there somewhere, I forget, but this guy was touring us, and he goes, yeah, that was a lake.
Mhm.
And it gotten so bad, he goes, we can't even get back there anymore,
Yeah.
you know? I think that was like down, oh God, where was that? It was gorgeous back in there.
Watch some of a little bit of that sky that don't reflect down there.
On that color too. Huh?
What he was doing. I understand.
Tell me then what it is.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking, God, that's a lot of green, you know, but
Oh yeah, but that's just.
Now, when you were trying to match up color, I couldn't figure out why you were looking at the sky.
Tie it all together.
Well, it repeats it like Joe said, and I was wondering whether I should do it or not, and I was
I think
waiting
you
for
need a little
somebody
bit.
to say something, and he did, so. So you don't need much.
No. Stand.
No, so it's not monotonous.
and it really goes back to leaving a lot of it white, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to,
You really do.
know where, that you're gonna leave it white and come back and paint it.
Mhm.
And see, what's nice is this, we get it flowing correctly, it'll just all blend in, and then you don't try to make it follow any pattern, you just fill it in.
Isn't that pretty?
I'm gonna go back to the plain white in here. Just, well, I got a little bit on that, so that's what it was meant to be.
Mhm.
Show's about to start.
Yes, indeed, that's right. Fun times here now. Joe knows. Now, I think I don't like that white area there, so I'm gonna go back to our pretty little color here. Look at that's just gonna take and just tone it all down.
God.
Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
We'll go finish it. Well, 10.
So you do have videos of these from start to finish then?
Yeah,
Oh,
this one.
cool.
It's videotaping right now.
Now, where do you find those?
They're here.
Well, no, like, are they in a library?
No, I mean, I have a separate library I keep for that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
you just ask or?
Well, if you want to go look at them, I'll get them. Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to anything I have here,
Oh.
but some things I don't put out for public
Oh.
usage because you'll just lose it.
Oh. No, I don't mean take it home.
I've never had anybody steal anything that I know of. In all the years I've been doing this, that's a fact. But there's still things you can't put. You can't just let people indiscreetly have when you.
But you could watch it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't loan them out, but
Yeah.
but I keep them here for people to paint from, like Deborah's.
Okay.
Oh, now let's see what this is going to do.
But you really shouldn't jump the gun either, you know?
What's that?
As far as, what I'm seeing, I'm learning, but I'm still where I'm at.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but what you can do though, like sometimes when you just have a little break, and you want, oh man,
But sometimes.
and you
I
want
think
to,
it's something in your-
and you want to just take a little break for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you watch it. Just
Because that's the only way,
Because you can't
lots of
sit
times
there
you
for
can
3 hours
learn is
and
watch.
paint. Okay,
I have to watch.
I do. That's how I learn.
Me too.
Me too.
That's why when I tell a gentleman that was a big help to me in art school about what it meant to me, that he let me just come down to his studio and watch him in the afternoon. And of course he's a very humble person and he doesn't think he did anything, but I mean imagine what that would be to take somebody just prior to him becoming an internationally famous artist, and he
you-
lets you come sit in his studio every day
That's amazing.
and watch him paint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we'll get serious.
That little bit of yellow down there reinforced the fact, I believe, that this is the center of interest right here.
Thank you, Joe.
That's what it.
I really, I knew we needed to do something. I appreciate you
Yeah.
suggesting it,
That,
and
I think that reinforced that. It reminds you that that's the center of interest.
Mhm.
That's neat. Boy, look
Okay,
at the
now.
thing on that
Yeah,
video.
it looks great
Gee,
up
I know, can you believe?
Isn't that
It's
pretty?
just, it is.
that thing just comes
It's just
alive.
the colors and the detail.
there. Oh, I like
And it's just looking like the sun is just trying to come out through this cloud.
Mhm.
that. I feel like ours has been trying to come out for the last 2 days.
Mm.
Hasn't succeeded yet.
I'll sit down a little bit. This is where I feel black is absolutely a must to come in and get this in one stroke. Mixed with your color. I know the reason we're talking about that is I didn't use black for a long time because I was taught that way, and I do believe there's all different kind of schools of thought on everything. I mean, if any thing you want to believe, somebody's going to have an opinion on it that agrees with you. It's just human nature, and there's different schools. And y'all feel like I need that down here? I think I do.
I think you need to break it up a little bit.
Yeah,
So that black right there is kind of a shadow, isn't it?
yeah. It's a reflection of something, but we don't
Right.
know what it is, and neither do we care. We
Just
don't have
break
to
it up.
explain it.
Some tree somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
Okay, and then we're gonna we'll get over here now, and now here I wanna do something a little different. I wanna come right below here, and I wanna act like I'm seeing a darker area,
Like it upside down.
reflecting it from this.
But this tree is reflecting in there. That's its little.
Yeah, that one definitely,
Okay.
but the rest of them,
Okay.
they're just made up. Because see, what I've been teaching with the Chiaroscuro and all the other things that we've been doing lately is, this is reality now. It's your painting. You're the creator, and you make it whatever you want it to be. And it's very hard to do, because just like you're asking all these questions, which I do a lot of, and I enjoy it. I appreciate your interest in it, okay? So you ask as many as you want. But the reality of it is that we all have a situation that we tend to want to reproduce things as we envision them all of our lives. We don't want to believe that we can really be the creator, and we can change things to be whatever we want them to be. You see?
You ready to go, Jane? Okay. What time is it? Okay. Well, we need to. He's almost through.
Okay, I got about 5 minutes. I don't know what this is down here,
Look at it.
but I don't care. And I know what I can do here, 'cause
That's that tree sitting there.
I'm gonna come back, and I don't really know why I'm doing this here. I just felt like we needed a little more emphasis here. So,
That thing's about ready to be signed.
I'm ready to.
Nothing. It looks great.
Got a
And I
little-
like the way the
Yeah.
sun is on the
Isn't that
water,
pretty?
the way he did that. I
The
mean,
color of the sky to me, I've seen skies like that just
Fabulous.
a few times.
Joe, this is just enough to really pop it out here.
I love it.
Appreciate you
it
suggesting
looks
that.
great.
I love it.
Now I'm gonna do a couple of more small things that y'all might enjoy me seeing, because I've got 3 minutes, man.
Oh, in 3 minutes, we
I
can
do
a
all
lot.
kind of stuff here. And I watch when I crisp some of this up a little bit. That's mainly what I wanted, because see, that immediately gives you your perspective on it.
Yeah.
And now, one thing I did, and I don't understand what I did, now I know this wide space right here bothers me, so we're gonna just come back in and
It was like sand.
we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna eliminate it. Yeah, and that's just a little too monotonous now. So what we'll do, we'll go back to some of my green.
That's it.
I'll just
Right,
eliminate
that's
it next
beautiful.
Okay.
That's it.
Look at that, saying that's enough, and then I'll leave that light one under it.
It's quite beautiful.
Let's call that baby finished. if
That's
everybody-
great.
Love it.
I'll show y'all before you leave, real quick.
That is
Thank
good.
y'all so much.
No, I've been listening to you, but
I appreciate it very much.
Oh my God. Oh my
What a
God. I
beautiful
want it. I love that. That's really pretty. I'd hang it in a minute. I know. I'd hang it in a
Woo,
minute.
dog, you make your tongue slap your brains out if you got any.
how long? Did
Not
you
very
did-
long.
This was all tonight.
No. well,
Okay.
did last-
No, 3 lessons, but okay. Let me just say, first of all, this has really been enjoyable, and I'm fixing to turn the video off. And I'll tell you what, Joe was right about that yellow. And I hope you've enjoyed this. This concludes the painting, and some of you that, excuse me, allergy time, that would like to paint it sometime, have it on video, and love to have you do it. I'm gonna do one last thing. Y'all bear with me now.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A little more red. Okay.
Oh, that did it, right there.
It gave it the connectivity it
It
needed.
did. Because that was still a kind of a dead spot. That did it.
Well, keep that one in here for a while.
Oh, I will. I mean, I'm doing this to teach off of it. I may even have a
Oh,
workshop
good. I love that.
where we'll do this at the workshop, also, this particular painting or something. Because see, now when I finish what I'm doing right here, y'all wait 1 second. I'm gonna tell you, I've never done this in my entire life. Okay, I'm gonna show you the living proof of exactly how long this thing took me to do it. And I'm flabbergasted because I never have done it in my life, and I read about other people doing it. Quite frankly, I didn't think I ever could. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
so
just,
you can do anything
we'll
you
call that
want.
one finished, and I think we've worked out that yellow in that middle area, just, and that little salmon looking color
I think when
down
you added
there.
that extra red, that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Tom, that's all you need. Well, we'll just go ahead and
That
conclude
really
this one.
came out.